Hey, what's going on? I want to talk about something that is interesting, something that you've probably never heard of before. And it's something that I don't know too much about, and I've never done it, but I'm going to do it. And that something is called mono eating. Mono, of course, means one, right? Like uno. Mono means one. And it's basically choosing a food that you're going to eat for a set amount of days. Maybe it's 4 days, maybe it's 7 days, maybe it's 30 days. I am not an expert on this, but I'm going to share with you the things that I do know and what I do love. So many of us is going through gut issues, meaning that you're eating something and your body is just getting bloated up all the time. You can't seem to feel healthy in your gut because we're eating so much crap all the time, right? We are just not allowing our systems to digest. So the digestion of our body, the digestive system, is in constant overload. It's always working and working. So therefore, your body is just not getting a chance to heal. Mono eating is a very interesting style of allowing your body to reset. Now, some people use it for a crazy diet or to jumpstart their diet. For me, I could care less about that. What I'm looking for is a healthy way to let your digestive tract calm down. You cannot use, well, you should not use. I'm not going to tell you what you cannot, what you should not, because each person has their own personal goals, right? But the whole purpose is to have it as a whole food. We're talking about a whole food. We're not talking about eating a bunch of meat, a bunch of bread, a bunch of rice, a bunch of cookies, nothing like that. We're talking about eating a whole food, one that is preferably nutrient dense, and one that can satiate you, that can make you feel somewhat satisfied. Now, a lot of times people tend to eat to feel full, which is also another problem. We tend to overeat. Me, I want my stomach to feel empty. I want my stomach to feel lighter. I want my energy level to go up because I know when my gut is not right, my body is telling me the gut is where all disease starts, okay? So my body is telling me like, bro, you need to start getting your stuff in order, okay? And I'm in my garage right now, cleaning up, doing all kinds of stuff, burning a lot of calories. I'm working on my motorcycle. You can't see it, but it's on the lift right in front of me. And as a matter of fact, I'll show you the motorcycle. So this is my other bike. You see all this right here? I'm working on the clutch, getting the clutch down, and I have my other bike right there. So if you don't know I ride motorcycles, now you know that I ride motorcycles. That is my love, motorcycles. I ride all over the country. So speaking of riding all over the country, when I ride on these long distance rides, like I went to New York 2 weeks ago, and then a couple of days ago, I went out to Canada. I rode to Canada, and my eating was bad. So that's why I know that I am off of my balance, right? So with the mono eating, you want to choose foods that are easily accessible. Like I'm doing berries. I'm just going to do a bunch of strawberries. I'm not doing blueberries, raspberries. I'm doing just strawberries. Remember, mono, just one. And I'm going to go for 7 days. I'm starting officially tomorrow, which is Monday. But you want to have soft fruits, foods that you can eat quickly, and it's not going to take a lot of time. Like, for example, an apple. An apple takes way too much time to consume. But you can do the berries, mangoes, you can do bananas, you can do brown rice. It's up to you. But just make sure that the food that you're having is nutrient dense and not calorie dense. I'm excited to see how my body feels for that time. And in the midst of that, I'm going to also do water that's fused with mint. I have a whole bunch of mint in my yard. So I'm going to cut the mint tonight and I'm put it in a big gallon jug. And I'm just going to drop the mint bush inside the water and fuse that so it can have that as my hydration as well, right? So basically between the berries and the water, I'm giving my body so much more hydration on a cellular level because a lot of us, we're not hydrating on a cellular level. And the thing for me is like, I always tell people everything is not for everyone, right? Always check with your doctor. Check if there's something that you can do. Maybe you're on medication and this won't work for you. But I will tell you this. A lot of people don't realize that when you mix foods together, a lot of these foods together, it can spike your insulin, right? And once your insulin spikes, then your body's just going to start doing all kinds of craziness, including gaining weight. But when you give your body time to heal, and that's why fasting is such a great thing, right? But those words, fasting, has now become also bullcrap because people associate fasting to, hey, fast to lose the weight. No, fasting is supposed to be a spiritual thing. It's supposed to be something that you do spiritually to allow your body and your essence to level off, right? This concept of the mono Eden, it's a great way to challenge yourself. And you don't have to waste a lot of time cooking. You don't have to waste any time cooking because it's raw food. It's raw, live foods. It's not dead food like the beef or the chicken or the fish that used to be alive that is now dead. We're talking about live food that is going inside of your body. I want you to take a minute to think about this, right? When you eat a piece of chicken or a piece of pork versus a piece of mango or a piece of spinach, tap into your spirit and see how you actually feel during the time that you're consuming that. See what your body feels like. Really own that feeling. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, the foods that we consume will determine how our health will be in the long run. All right, so let's give it a shot. If you never heard about it, mono Eden, give it a go. Leave it in the comments if you ever heard of mono Eden. For me, it's all about moving our bodies and our minds and our spirits in the healthiest direction possible. Okay, it's all about taking charge of ourselves and just always telling ourselves enough is enough, because we keep on doing certain things that continuously put us in the worst place, the worst spots that we don't need to be. Make sense? All right, this is Sensei telling you that your body is just a body until you make it a temple. So I'll see you next time. Peace.